there, and welcome to another Musician Reacts. Today we are doing a sponsored video. This is where in this particular case, one of the viewers has decided to sponsor a particular video they want me to check out. So today's sponsor is just up here. Thank you very much for your support to the channel. It is always, of course, greatly appreciated. We are checking out a band called Motion Device, now Quarter-After-3, and their cover of the song Children of the Grave, originally done by Black Sabbath. I do know the song, so I've got a good reference point for that one. I've heard a few different versions and different covers of this particular song over the years, so looking forward to seeing how they've done on this one. Will they stick close to... I'm going to guess they are. Will they stick very close to the original? Will they take their own spin on it? My guess is they're going to go pretty much identical, but you never know. I've put details up. I'll put some details up during the video about the band Motion Device, and of course we'll put some lyrics up during the video. We'll check out the lyrics at the end, see what the song is all about, Children of the Grave. Because I don't think I've ever done a lyric breakdown on it, but yeah, it should be fun. As always, no pausing or talking during the video. Share thoughts and feelings at the end. You can enjoy the song, I can enjoy the song. Let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, there we go. So, Motion Device and Children of the Grave, obviously from originally done by Black Sabbath. Yeah, I liked it. It was a good, clean cover of the original. So they got everything kind of basically spot on. Really well played, really neat, tidy, to the point. Really love the vocals. The vocals kind of had this really nice swagger. I don't know why the word Mariana Faithfull always keeps coming into my head when I think about her vocals. I know she doesn't sound anything like Mariana Faithfull, but I think it's kind of it's not the sultry, but the kind of the way that the words just flow. The way she does it, she's kind of got this kind of real kind of sassiness, and it's a weird. It's not weird. It's cool. I'm just trying to really think about her vocal style, but I really like what she does. I think from a musical point of view, as I said, it's clean. It was tight. I think it doesn't feel as weighty as the original. The original just had this doomy element to it, and I think although this had plenty of distortion, it was tight, it was etc. It was everything you needed. It lost that sinister. I don't even know if that's a word. Sinisterous, the sinister element that was the original Children of the Grave. And I think that's just an element of their playing. I mean, the fact is those guys are. I mean, Tony Iommi's playing, and his style of playing and his detuning gives you that tone, and it's very hard for people to get that particular tone right. So, but they played it beautifully anyway. But it was just I just didn't get that vibe that I get from Children of the Grave when you hear it as Black Sabbath playing. Lyrically, let's go to it. So, meaning of the song. So, having looked on Wikipedia, they talk about Black Sabbath. Say or the reference in Wikipedia is it's an anti-war song. As far as, well, I've got other people's thoughts on what the meaning was, and they've come up with something completely different to what I thought. But let's have a look at the lyrics on the song. So, we're taking in mind that this is anti-war. Let's have a look. Revolution in their minds, the children start to march. So, for me, that's talking about, because I'm thinking about the era of the time we talk about. So, I'm thinking we're talking Vietnam era of time, which is interesting for Black Sabbath to be talking about it, considering they're from the Midlands in the United Kingdom. So even if Vietnam really wasn't something that affected the British, we weren't involved. Falklands, maybe, for us. But okay, revolution in their minds, the children start to march. And this came out in 1971, so that was pre-Falklands anyway. Against the world in which they have to live and all the hate in their heart. So for me, this is about people just, revolting against the government or against everything, pushing back. That could be a million different things. It could be that's about. They're tired of being pushed around and told just what to do. They fight the world until they've won, and love comes flowing through. So that's an interesting tagline, I think, because everything up to there in that kind of whole first verse was all talking about is very negative. It's fighting, it's hate, it's all fighting against the hate and all this sort of stuff there, and then you get and love comes flowing through. So there's a positive twist at the end of that kind of whole first verse. So I like that. Children of tomorrow live in the tears that fall today. Yeah, so if you're living in a difficult times, will the sun rise up tomorrow, bringing peace in any way? So I guess that turns to the next one. Must the world live in the shadow of atomic fear? And again, that was very much an Americanized. You don't realize it until you literally look at these lyrics about how Americanized these lyrics are. Because atomic fear, did that really hit the United Kingdom? It's not something we talk about. We talk about the atomic fear as more something for the Americans and the Russians, I guess. That was something they actually lived through at that time, but not really something the United Kingdom. Well, it's not something I've really heard about us talk about in our history. So can they win the fight for peace, or will they disappear? So yeah. So that's the question. So if they win their fight for peace, or will they just disappear without a trace? And that could be taken a different way of, like, will they just be forgotten, or will they be physically removed in their fight? So the last tail line. So the children of the world, listen to what I say. If you want a better place to live in, spread the words today. So yeah, kind of spreading the word, pretty much to the point, I guess. Show the world that love is still alive and you must be brave. All the children of today are children of the grave. So I like the last line there. So, of children of today are children of the grave. So basically, you're already dead, and you'll die young. So when you're children of the grave, you're basically, for me, that means that you die young, and that means potentially going to war. So I think, yeah, it does for me. It feels like this is talking about sort of Vietnam, and it's the peace marches and trying to stop the war. That's what I would take this as. But let's have a look at what other people have put. So there's different websites where people put in their comments. So one person on this one it's about the people killed in Vietnam rising from the dead and rebelling. Yeah, I would go with definitely on the Vietnam thing, but I don't think it's about the dead rising and rebelling. I think that's a little bit too on the nose, maybe. Someone else has put it's the end of racial segregation, which is very important. And I still think there is definitely differences about people different treated in different ways, and it's very much varies country to country. But I don't think this song has got anything to do with the end of racial segregation, in my opinion. But it's nice to see someone's taken it and that's how they've taken it on. So yeah, interesting. I don't think there was any more other comments on that one. No more other comments on that particular website. So I don't know. I'm going with Vietnam, and I think it's about the kids getting sent off to fight, and that if we didn't start the peace, then these kids would become children of the grave. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now, if you like the video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share. Remember, always be yourself. Unless you can be Batman, then always be Batman. Take care.